One. Welcome, everybody, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are. This is Paul and Vincent. We're from Prestige Vision and Yates Academy, and today this is our weekly sales call. We are always excited about the sales call because we see a lot of changes happening in the marketplace. I was talking to Paul this week. We were talking about the effectiveness of email. That email used to be quite much more effective than it is today. And I was sharing some screenshots and showing him that pretty much every single hour during the week, I will receive a pitch from someone trying to pitch me in a cold email. So the market and some marketing channels have become saturated. Now, if you know marketing, and very few people know this, but there is a very interesting law in marketing that I want to talk to you today, and it's called the law of the shittiest click-through. Now, you might probably be wondering, did I hear that right? Did he say the shittiest click-through? Yes. The law of the shittiest click-through was a term that originally came up with a venture capitalist from Silicon Valley called Andrew Chen. And what Andrew realized when analyzing performance of marketing channels, marketing opportunities, he realized that, for instance, a click-through on a banner ad in 1998, on the first time it was used on a website, I think it was a website, hotwire.com. In 1998, the CTR, the click-through rate, so out of 100 people, 80% were clicking on it. Today, the average CTR of a banner ad is less than 0.05%. So you can see the effectiveness went from 80% to 0.05%. And this works in all sorts of medium through marketing. Now, the converse of this law, right? The converse of this law is that if you are one of the first to use a new marketing channel, you are going to have more opportunities and better result and better performance. So this is what we're trying to help you with. The effectiveness of email is diminishing significantly. The effectiveness of multiple listing sites is diminishing significantly. The price going up, the effectiveness is going down. So what you need to do, you need to find other opportunities. You need to find alternatives to be better at what you do and to be more effective. Now, if you look at the market today, I was looking to Paul this morning and he shared with me a very interesting headline. You want to go ahead, Paul, with your headline? What were you saying about the brokers who list versus brokers? What was it?
Yeah, brokers who just list versus brokers who show.
Exactly. You don't want to be the broker that lists. Clients are not working with you so you can lease your boats. Your responsibility is not to lease boats. Your responsibility is to sell boats. Now, here is one thing I want you to understand. When you list, you put photo, video, brochure, specs on a landing page, but there are many different things you're not doing because brochure, photo, video, and spec don't sell boat. You know what sell boat? People do. People sell boats, not brochure and specs and video. If you want to sell boats, you need two things. You need a conversation and you need a showing. And this is exactly what we are offering you with one-click showing. Now, this is not promotional. This is not a commercial message. This is an educational message that we're doing. Because we're building a platform that is needed today in today's market. So what is one-click showing? One-click showing is the ability to remove friction and to help you have more showings and more conversations. Because your responsibility is not to sell. It's not to list. It's to show and sell. Now, you might have heard something in marketing also called the isolation effect. The isolation effect is when you take a product and you isolate it from the rest, suddenly people pay more attention to it. That's why when you go in town and then suddenly you see a Lamborghini or Ferrari, everybody's looking at it. It's called isolation effect. You know why? Because this car is unique amongst all the other cars. So everybody's paying attention to it. So you need to do the same to your listing. But now if you see a concentration of Ferraris, you have like a weekend rendezvous with like 500 Ferraris, this specific Ferraris that drove alone in town yesterday is not going to get the same attention because it's not isolated. That's what we're trying to help you. Isolate your product. by getting the people on board. What people want. This morning, I received a newsletter from Skipper Bots, and it's a big group, a big dealership in the US for boats. And what was let me look at my email right now. What was the subject line? The subject line of their newsletter was "Step aboard your dream." And I responded to the newsletters. I'm like, you know what? I really like this title of this newsletter because that's what this is about. Stepping aboard is what this is about. And when people go to the dock, when people go to the dealership, when people go to the marina, they want to step on board. Just like a kid that wants to have a seat in this Ferrari. Well, the same boat buyers or person that wants to buy a boat, it wants to have a chance to sit down. And you should offer them the same experience online. So anything to add, Paul, into today?
Well, I thought
Call.
what you said was very interesting about the law of the shittiest click through, and when there's like a new channel and you're one of the first to get on it, you get to reap the rewards, and then later on, anyone else who jumps on it last, they're kind of stuck with the shit with the low click through, right? So
Yes,
it was interesting how, like, when you think about the one click showing, this is opening up a new channel, so there's that
it
opportunity
is.
for people
It
to
is.
take advantage of that. And I do think this is really the future of showing. It's just a matter of when it all starts to happen and everyone jumps on board. But there's that opportunity, like that venture capitalist said, to kind of be one of the first, like with the banner ad, and get that 80% click through. So,
Yes.
yeah. And what you said about isolating it, like, just if we think for a moment here about, you go onto a multiple listing site, Yacht World, whatever, and it's listing after listing after listing after listing. But if you have, so it starts to blend together, right? But if you had that option to do the one click showing, I'm just guessing you're going to stand out because it's a more visual experience, right? It's unique.
Correct. And when you stand out, you're talking about doing something differently. And in marketing, it's also called the unfair advantage. You want to have the unfair advantage because if you don't have the unfair advantage in today's market, it's very challenging to get business, to do business. I was talking to Paul yesterday. I was telling him there is so much content nowadays on the marketplace. People telling you, oh, in order to sell 5 products, you need to show it to 1 million person. Like there's never been so many people exposed to boating. Never been so many people exposed to looking at boating content. I was looking at some results from my friend Billy Pavlok, is the CEO of the Nautical Network. They share the statistic. They're like, we reach 1 billion people, not 1 billion people, but like 1 billion impression, hundreds and hundreds of millions of people looking at the post. This is the market you are today. If you want to sell a boat, you need to have millions and millions of people to look at it. So there is a lot of waste. And sometimes it's discouraging for people because they're doing a walkthrough videos. They have 2 million views on their YouTube channel and they still have the boat listed because they haven't sold it. But I know exactly why. Why they haven't sold it? Because they haven't had conversation and they haven't had showing. Because if you deconstruct boat sales, no sales happen unless money exchange hands. No money exchange hands unless there is an offer. No offer happen unless there is a showing. And no showing happen unless there is a conversation. That's why some influencers are broke. Some influencers can't even pay their rent. Because it's not because you show some things that you're going to sell it. You need to have a conversation with clients. And this is what we're helping you with. We isolate your product. We give you an unfair advantage. We set you up with a conversation so you can move forward in the sales process. And this is why we are taking the time to do this video. And again, those are not promotional. Those are not commercial video. This is a reality check. This is to help you realize that, oh my gosh, the market is changing. I better adapt or I'm going to be left behind. This is very important. So Paul and I, Milan and Simon, and maybe some more team member, we're going to be at the Cannes Boat Show in 2 weeks. A new season, a new boat show. Then we'll be at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show and many other boat shows. I hope that we'll have the opportunity to come to see you guys. If you want to meet us, let us know. If you want to meet us in person, we can come to see you at the boat show. If you want to meet us in online, we can do a short meeting, a short demo with you guys. We have a lot of work planned at the Cannes Boat Show. We have some projects for Ferretti, for Pershing, for Riva, for Princess, for Azimuth, for Sirena, for Pearl Yacht, for a lot of shipyards. So it'll be a very busy show, but our goal is to share this message, to tell you that the market is changing and to help you adapt to this new market and giving you the tools, giving you the strategies, and giving you the formulas to be more effective in today's market. Paul, anything you'd like to add?
All I would just say is don't just list, show, right? So
Don't just list, show. Don't just list on MLS, have conversations. And that's what we want to help you do. So I wish you guys an amazing day. Make sure to reach out to us anytime. We're always here every Wednesday, every Thursday. We're doing a live calls. Wish you guys an amazing day. Thank you for watching and talk soon. Bye. Thanks, Paul.
Bye.
Talk soon. Bye.